Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, good morning, you guys, and welcome. Can you believe we're back together again? Seems like we've been here every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern, right? We've been averaging a couple hours a day every single morning. And then last night, we did another webinar. We were together for nearly 2 hours last night. I want to thank, Kara and, of course, Devon Brown. What a character, man. What a great guy. I love the smile on that, Devon Brown. He was there last night as the co-host on the webinar. Spent a couple hours on the webinar, maybe I think it was an hour and 15 minutes Tuesday night with Darren as we rolled out our brand new Traffic Academy. It's like we are together. We're hanging around a lot. And here we are back at it on Friday morning. So let's end the week in style. That's what I'm thinking. Good morning and welcome. For those of you who joined us last night on our webinar, our special invited guests, we had hundreds of people. Maybe we cracked the 1,000 threshold. I'm not quite sure. I haven't received the stats back yet. But for those of you who joined us last night, if you remember, at the very conclusion of the webinar, I invited you to come and take a peek, right? Have a look. And so for the benefit of all of you who are joining us this morning for the very first time, welcome to our community. Let's consider this just a peek through the keyhole, okay? If you're thinking, maybe not, I'm not sure, saw the webinar, heard that thing last night, maybe I'll take a peek. Because we did invite people to come, and maybe that's why there was a surge. I will confess, huge surge of requests to get into the Facebook page this morning. I don't know, dozens, maybe 100 people overnight wanted to get into the Facebook page. That thing is, I think we're almost at 18,000, give or take, right, members on our Facebook page. But for those of you who joined us last night on the webinar, I did invite you to come and have a listen to the radio show. So welcome. Here's your peek into the keyhole. My name is Joe. I'm the host every single day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's myself and a cast of characters that's really beginning to grow. In a moment, for the benefit of you brand new guys, you're going to hear from people who are calling in from all over planet Earth, checking in with us every single morning to share their enthusiasm, talk about their experience, celebrate their victories. Every once in a while, we do some commiserating. What I'd like to do is give you guys a quick recap. Again, for those of you who are new, again, let's welcome our special guests, everybody. Let's welcome them in. And so for the benefit of you guys who are listening for the first time, let me just give you a little bit of a recap of this last week here in Traffic Authority. What we're doing here is unheard of in the realm of internet marketing. This is for real, right? I mean, add it up, okay? So far this week, we've had about 10 hours of radio broadcasting. We've had about another 4 hours of webcast in the evenings on Tuesday and Thursdays. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back here at radioleverage.com to have a conversation with the founders, Greg and Doug. They're going to be talking tomorrow about the vision. For those of you who joined us last week, we actually heard from Chad, one of the master coders. This guy was back in 2003, 2004, when the internet just consisted of brochureware, just web pages with words. This is one of the guys, the pioneers who created online automated systems. He's part of our team. He was the special guest last week. Chad actually came out. So I'm going to encourage you guys to go listen to last Saturday's show. It's in the archives at Radio Leverage if you didn't have a chance to hear it. This week we had a great week. Like I said, we've been here all week, every single morning for a couple hours hearing from people. We heard from Carl. I think it was Wednesday that Carl came out. Carl, again, he's one of the master coders. A coder is somebody who writes the code. Writes the computer code so that when you click a link, you click your mouse and something happens on your Traffic Authority site, all the stats, all the video, it's the coders. Those are the guys who work behind the scenes in the dark rooms, right? They're sitting in there. They've got computer screens going. I've got this, remember Cousin It? Remember that dude Cousin It on the Addams Family with all the hair? I got this vision of these coders like Cousin It, just sitting in these rooms in front of these computer screens, right? Like mole people. Remember the mole people on Flash Gordon sitting there drinking, Red Bull and Monster, and they're up all night, and it's all ones and zeros, and their eyes are red, and that's who these coders are, making the stuff happen for us on the internet, making the stuff come to life. Met one of the coders last night for the very first time. He's the guy that integrated the webinar thing last night. We did the webinar, right? There was the Google Hangout screen, and then there was the frame and the Buy Now button. Those are coders. Those are the people who make the magic behind the scenes. Well, we had one of our top coders, Carl. He was out here on Wednesday talking about what's going on, talking about the support desk. Really, really cool stuff. Really, unbelievably articulate. Carl is like, I'm very, very impressed, Carl. If you're listening right now, I'd love to have you out here any old time, right? Love to have some of the team be showcased here. But so tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern is the Visionary Founders Call. And you never know what's going to go on. Who knew that Chad was going to be there last week? It came as a surprise to me. So that happens tomorrow. But what a week it's been. You know, our traffic authority is relatively new, right? As you guys know, if you've been with us for a while, you know that August 5th was when we opened up the pre-launch. And then I think it was like about September 1st when we actually went into full launch. I think today is maybe the fourth of the paydays. You know, we paid out like a ton of money. I don't know, $750,000 in commission, give or take, right? And what's $100,000 between friends? You know, give or take, $750,000, $600,000. Does it really matter? But so many people, and this is what Chad said the other day when we interviewed him on last Saturday's Visionary Founders Call. He said in all the years he's been doing this as a coder, and he's had his hands on some of the biggest automated marketing systems that, you know, one of the programs he was working, it was like printing money. Money was moving so quickly with an automated system that it was like scary. And Chad said in all the years he's been doing this for like a long time, he's never seen so many people making so much money in such a short period of time as he has seen here at Traffic Authority. So, you know, as we're growing, right, things is happening fast. Stuff is going really, really fast. And our support desk got backed up because people are demanding, right? People want answers, and they want answers now, and they want support, and they go crazy, right? They start sending in a ticket like, hey, you know, something's not working on my site. You know, one of my buttons doesn't work. And then 10 minutes later, they'll go, can't you hear me? A button isn't working. And then a half hour later, they send in another ticket and another ticket and another. Before you know it, the people who do the support desk, they come in, and there's a mountain of tickets, of support tickets, of requests for assistance. And then they start weeding through it, and they find out that some of these people are asking 10, 12, 20 times because of the impatience and because we live in an internet microwave world, right? We want responsiveness right now, and I'm one of them, you know. If I'm loading a web page, if I'm on my computer, if I'm on my cell phone, and I go to load a page, and it does, my attention span is what? 8 seconds, 10 seconds, and I'm off the page. I want it now, and that's how the world rolls. And I'm like, so I get it, right? People are impatient. They want their support. They want their stuff handled, and so they're pounding the support desk. So what did Traffic Authority do? Here's what we did: is we put a call out to the ninjas, to the tribe, to those of you who are subscribers and you're in the database, thousands of you. We sent out a help wanted. You know, is anybody in customer service out there? You got to really know the systems, right? Your Traffic Authority dyed in the wool. You understand the systems. You understand people. You understand the ninjas. You know exactly what has to happen, and we'll pay money, and you can work from home. The response was like the support desk, overwhelming. People who want to. So that happened this week. I know that we've hired people this week. There are new support people. We should be caught up pretty quickly here on support. We also are putting people on the telephones, right? So if you have a question, you can call on the telephone, and there's going to be someone there to assist you. And coming out of the gate, we're looking at probably a 12, maybe 16-hour day. Eventually, because of our international, and I saw Shalene early this morning. She had signed somebody up in Sweden this morning. And as you guys know, yesterday we heard Tim from Thailand calling in. So to better serve the entire planet, we're going to be actually going 24 hours a day eventually. So simmer down. Okay, eventually we're going to get to 24 hours a day on our support desk. So that's exciting. And then this week, another thing that happened this week was the quick start. Now, here's the quick start. Okay, it's as a reseller, it is in your member back office. Dig around, okay? Dig around back there. Spend some time this weekend in the member back office because a lot of material has been added to your member back office this past week. One of them is the quick start. It's a quick start click. It's a section that is quick. And here's what that is. If you remember back on August 5th, for those of you ninjas that came early on and you transferred over from ILS, Remember the pre-launch websites. Those should be going away. They should be gone already. Not sure. But if you remember, there was videos in there. There was swipe files in there. There were banner ads for you to place on Facebook in there. There were emails that you can be sending to your list back there. All kinds of stuff, right? Well, we took that because that was so effective. Like, here's how effective. 50,000 people in a month. So the team came together and said, that quick start piece is really effective. Those emails really work. Those Facebook posts really, really work. So how about this? We take that whole quick start piece and we inject it. We just move it over and put it into the member back office. So that's there right now. If you want to place some banner ads in your Facebook, if you want to start getting a little bit better with swipe files, sending text messages, direct messages to people, all that is there. The quick start went live this week. And then, of course, there's the Traffic Academy. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of Traffic Authority, is the Academy. And the traffic itself is critical, right? The traffic itself, you have to have traffic. We went really deep into this last night on the webinar. Devon Brown talked a lot about, traffic and the nature of traffic, and people have to have it. And we also cautioned. We also talked about the quality of traffic, and the fact that I don't know what the word was that Devon Brown used, but it was a strong word. He was talking about scammers and charlatans. I mean, it was some strong language he was using. Because for those of you who are relatively new in the space, and let's say you get a website and you're new to direct selling or network marketing, whatever, and you realize that without people seeing your website, you're dead in the water. It's over. Unless people know where to find you. It reminds me of when this whole situation with, the size of the internet, 18 million people on the internet, all of them looking for traffic, all of them looking to compete in a congested, screamingly loud, unbelievably loud world. Everybody's pitching. I saw this morning Vincent Ortega said, I get pitched every single day. People are pitching me on Facebook deals. It's crazy. There's so many websites and there's so much congestion and there's so many people promoting so many things. How does someone find you? Okay, if you're one of those individuals who's on there, on the internet, you're one of the 18 million people who, according to the Direct Selling Association, this isn't coming from Joe, this is coming from research, the Direct Selling Association says 18 million people, give or take. Could you hear that jet? I live on a private airport. Can you hear that jet taking off? Could you hear that jet? That's really cool. So, but the DSA says 18 million people, right? 18 million people are on the internet right now. And so if there's 18 million out there promoting a home-based business, how do consumers find those 18 million? How do they find them? And so this reminds me of way back when I first got my first telephone. When I got my first apartment, I moved out of my parents' house. It was back in the day when telephones were stuck on the wall, right? There was no cell phones yet. And I remember moving out of my house and I got my own telephone number. And I remember the day that the phone book came. The phone book came to my house. And I remember, this was exciting to me, right? I remember grabbing the phone book and going through the phone book until I came to my name. And there I was, in the phone book, with my name, my phone number, my address. Me and about 5 million other people who lived in Chicagoland. I was like, well, that's nice. I feel validated, right? I must be really, I'm really a human. I'm a grown man. I got my own phone number. I'm in the phone book. Now, how the hell is anybody going to find me in there, right? I remember back in the day, I was once an insurance agent. I had my own insurance agency. And in order for me to compete in the marketplace, the only way that I was going to compete in the marketplace was to get giant ads in the yellow pages. Remember back in the day, those of you baby boomers, remember when we actually had phone books? Remember when there was actually a phone book was delivered to your house? Well, I remember actually having to buy ads in the phone book, and the bigger the ad, the more phone calls, the more attention, the more money, the greater the expense, right? Those ads were not cheap. They were very, very, very expensive. Big ad, best insurance agency in the neighborhood. And so it's like, how do you get noticed? Okay, like when you have that telephone book, I was like, okay, there I was. How are you going to find me unless you know exactly that the I comes before the E in my last name? It's impossible, right? Well, it's kind of the same thing out here on the internet, right? There's 18 million people competing. Okay, how the only way that you can really survive in internet marketing is to have people seeing your website. You know, and how do you do it? You got to scream the loudest. How do you get people to see your website? That's what traffic authority is. That's the traffic, right? You buy traffic. You know, for $1,000, you get 1,000 clicks. And here's the cool part: of the $1,000, traffic authority is going to pay 500 of that in commission. I think it's 45% actually, but we'll just round numbers, right? So you spend $1,000 on a gold, you get 1,000 clicks. Somebody made $500, which is really cool. Your upline, your sponsor, or somebody's going to split that commission. But the 1,000 clicks, here's the real world, right? Of those 1,000 clicks, you're probably going to get 250, give or take. Okay, we'll call it 25%. Okay, of the 1,000 clicks are actually real human beings who have a brain, hopefully, who have eyes, who've seen your ad, they're inspired by what they've seen, and they've actually given you their information. So at the end of the day, really, it's about $4 a lead. It's $1 a click. $1 a click. But 1,000 clicks is going to get you about 250 opt-ins or 250 leads. Now, what do you do with those leads? What do you do with those leads? What do you do with those 250 names? How do you monetize that list? How do you now, if you're driving your traffic at Traffic Authority, okay, and this is a little bit of detailed training, but you guys know this, right? If you're driving the traffic at Traffic Authority, we've got the best sales funnels, high conversions, cool stuff, always being added. It's very contemporary, right? If you're out there on the internet, if you're on Facebook and you're in social media, you know that Traffic Authority is the rage. Traffic Authority is like the biggest program out there right now. So those of you who are ahead of the game in running traffic, great opportunity there. But my point is the Traffic Academy. Let me get back to where I was going. I get sidetracked here, right? The Traffic Academy is really the centerpiece of the entire experience. There is big money to be made, top-tier money, back-end ongoing sales in traffic. You know, we got that diamond package. Every single day of the week, someone is purchasing diamond packages. Diamond packages is 8,000 clicks. 8,000 clicks is going to yield probably 2,000 to 3,000 leads. But the best part, on that $8,000 package, $4,000 is being distributed in commission. Boom shakalaka. You don't need a lot of those. One of those a week, and you're a multiple six-figure earner, right? But the Academy is what we launched this week. Traffic Academy is a $97 a month. That's an upgrade, right? If you want to get started here, for you new members who are peering through the keyhole, you can become a reseller for $20. For $20, there's a lot of value there. I walked through that last night in the webinar. What you get as a reseller, tons of stuff in there as a reseller, and then you can get the Traffic Optimizer. That's an upgrade. Now you're at $47. And incidentally, the $20 reseller piece, no commission. There's no commission there. That's just a license. But when you upgrade, and now you're at 47. Of the 47, $20 paid out in commission, and then you do you step up to the next level, and of course there is a 97. Okay, so you got 47.97. Now you're in for $144. $70 is paid out in commission, but that piece, that $97 upgrade, the Traffic Academy, that is where the real action is. Period. End of story. This last Tuesday night, we launched the Traffic Academy. Darren Hanser is the guy's name. He is like the premier guy when it comes to understanding email marketing. How do you connect with your audience? How do you write an email? How often do you send the email? And the guy was very, very transparent, he came right out and said, 80% of the people on your email list will never buy anything. 8 out of 80% will never buy anything. 80 out of 100, forget about it. But they're going to take your time. They're going to be opting in. They're going to be asking questions. They're going to overwhelm you with questions. They might buy something, and then they're going to ask for a refund. That's 80%. 15%, he says, that's where 75% of your money comes. He said, that's like the woman that you marry. That's the man that you marry. That's what he taught us. And then there's 5%, and those are the people who just bite, right? They just see it, they know, and they go. That's really cool education. That's what the Academy is about. assisting us in setting expectations, training us really what this is. That piece, that Traffic Academy offer from this last Tuesday night, his course, he has a course. It's a boot camp course. It's available right now on the internet. Anyone can go buy it for $297. It's got 4 modules. There's all kinds of PDF files. There's follow-up trainings. It's $297. Or, as a member of the Traffic Academy, you get it all for our Academy membership for $97 a month. Not bad value, huh? And that is available right now. For those of you who are Traffic Academy members, there it is right now in the back office. The whole course, the whole thing. Everything he teaches, it's all back there. And the good news is that's only the first of the courses, right? Our goal, and we always achieve our goals at Traffic Academy, at Traffic Authority, is to be adding another unbelievably gifted talent every single month. Now, and I want to tell you how much the founders and the executive team truly cares. Like, we were vetting. You know what vetting is? It's doing research, making sure that this guy's the real deal. Vetting out yesterday a guy who is like supremely successful on LinkedIn. You know, I don't know anything about LinkedIn personally. To me, it's just another virus running on my computer. I remember I got a LinkedIn account way back when LinkedIn first came out. Did nothing with it. Now it's confusing me. You know, it's professional contacts. That's like, oh, really? Well, I know, you may have heard that LinkedIn is a gold mine for prospecting. If you know how to write a LinkedIn profile, if you know how to connect your LinkedIn profile to people of like minds, doesn't really matter what your core competency is. Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you're a chef. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe you're a physical therapist. Maybe you're a straight-up network marketing Traffic Authority ninja. Well, in that realm of LinkedIn, I understand it's like one of the biggest social networks in the world. And with a proper LinkedIn account, you can mine for gold, and it's like free leads. You know, professionals, people who have resources, people who have vision, people who can cut the check. So the goal is to be bringing to the table a LinkedIn expert. I talked to this guy yesterday. His course is $697 to the retail public. But as a member of Traffic Academy, that's going to be included in your monthly. At the end of the year, okay, we're looking at your Traffic Academy membership will be so dense with content, professional content across the spectrum, right? It's not just email marketing. There's going to be personal development speakers in there. Okay, I'll let you in on a clue. I'm probably going to get spanked. I'll probably get spanked. But our executive team is in touch with a guy who is an expert in YouTube marketing. Using YouTube, how do you? So there it is, Doug Wellens. If you're listening, I will take it. You can spank me. I shouldn't be going on and on here, but my point is, I want to impress upon you guys the value of our Traffic Academy. I know that many of you here this morning are already members of, Traffic Optimizer, $47. You're missing the boat. Seriously, you're missing the boat. Just pure education. If you really want the good stuff, if you really want to have the competitive edge, then you must become a Traffic Academy member. Or you can go out there on your own. It's like it's like swimming across the ocean without, maybe I'll go left, maybe I'll go right. I don't know. Something's out here. Maybe I'll find some fish. But with Traffic Academy, you can actually, it's a guided tour, right? It's like, okay, these are the best in the world. These are the best in the world as far as education. And and here's the other piece of Traffic Academy. I mentioned this last night again, and I can't impress upon you enough about this piece. So let's say that you're new to Traffic Authority, and let's say you go out there and you get yourself a couple, a silver, a gold, a titanium, maybe even a diamond, right? And now you've got this list. Now all of a sudden you've got a list with 5,000 names. And you're like, okay, I got the list. Now what do I do? How do I monetize the list? How do I make money from the list? Well, how about you become an affiliate for Darren's course, his email marketing course? You have the ability to sell his course, and you make a commission monetizing the list. He makes a commission. We're now in business with these guys, right? The big picture, the view from 35,000 feet for Traffic Academy, for those of you who are serious, this is this can be, for you, legacy money. Okay, when you take a look at how this compensation model is built, there's no pass-up sales, there's residual income. We're partnering up. Each and every one of us are partnering up with some of these guys who are at the top of their game. As we say here, boom shakalaka. So that's the week in review. I can probably go into some more stuff. Oh, how about this? So far this week, we've spent about 8 hours on the radio show, give or take, hearing from people all over the world. In my opinion, aside from Traffic Academy, the greatest benefit that we have here is the support and the communication and the just hanging around with all of the ninjas every single morning. It really is amazing. Where else in the world? If anybody online right now, you can press 1 on the keypad of your phone. If you know of a company on planet Earth that has this kind of value, this kind of long-term vision, and most importantly, this type of access. Okay, where else can you go and get your... Right now, Carl, people are online. This is kind of like spillover, right? We fix issues. We fix stuff for people. If you can show me a company that has this level, this much action, this much support, this much upside, I'm in. Sign me up. There it is, the Joe Challenge. The Joe Challenge. Okay? I'm in. Sign me up. But you have to have something like we have. You have to have something like Traffic Authority. I want to see that executive team that has 100 years combined experience. I want to see contributors like Darren and the people we're bringing to the table. I want to see guys like Vincent and Devon who come out and support our group. I want to see a company that has 2 hours a day of live connectivity like we have on the radio show. And we're just getting started. Show me a company that in their first 3 weeks paid $500,000 in commission. Show me. Show me. And I'm in. I'm signing up. Company doesn't exist. We're it. We're the only one. Oh, I got to get off my high horse here for a minute. Again, hey, you guys, Greg is out of pocket today, and so is Doug. They're actually traveling. The boys are traveling today. I do want to just quickly say happy birthday. I know that many of you ninjas, you probably know who Groucho Marx is, especially you baby boomers. Happy birthday to Groucho Marx today. He's actually been deceased for a long time. Interesting character. Go do the research. Put it for you young'uns. Go and put sometime today when you're just killing some time waiting for your Starbucks, whatever you're doing. Put Groucho Marx into Google. Groucho Marx /Brainy quote. He said some really cool things. And I'm going to close with this, and then we're going to open it up and hear some from the ninjas. We'll hear from some ninjas here in a moment. But one of the things that he said, and it really resonates with me, and it's about making a decision, okay? Last night on the webinar, I know that it was, I know that it was relentlessly, click the button, buy now. I know that we're just like, and it's all about a decision, right? All we want people to do is make a decision. That's it. Whether you join Traffic Authority or you choose to pass is entirely up to you. All we can do is show you what we have. The most important thing you can do, though, is, what do they say? X or get off the pot, right? Make a decision, okay? Just make a decision, because that's when everything begins. Decide. Just make the decision. Because once you make the decision, that's when everything starts lining up. They say the universe comes into play, stuff starts happening for you. But here's what Groucho Marx said along these exact same lines about making a decision. Groucho Marx, here's what he said, and I quote, "I, not events, have the power to make me happy or unhappy today. I can choose which it shall be. Yesterday is dead. Tomorrow hasn't arrived yet. I just have one day today, and I'm going to be happy in it." Choose happiness. How cool, right? Happy birthday, Groucho Marx. I love the Marx Brothers. Black and white movies. How cool. All right, let's get to it. Here's the drill, okay? Right now I see a bunch of you guys in the queue. I mean, a lot of you guys are in the queue. And what I mean in the queue is that you've pressed 1 on the keypad of your phone, and now I can see in my lineup here that you want to come out here and you want to speak. So for those of you who are listening online at radioleverage.com, and we get so many of you guys, hundreds of you guys listen online, I want to thank you for listening online. And if you're listening to a replay, we do these things 24/7. You can hear every single show 24/7. Thank you for listening to the replay. But if you're listening live right now, it's 11:30 in the morning. Today is the October 2nd, Friday. If you're listening live online and you would like to make a contribution, make a comment, whatever it is, good or bad, just come on out here. You pick up the telephone, you dial 914-338-0631. 914-338-0631. And when you do that, you just press 1. There'll be a British chick, and she's going to say, oh, your show, you're in the queue, blah, blah. Press 1, and you can talk to the host. So that's what you do. You press 1 on the keypad of your phone. What I do is I say the last 4 digits of your telephone number, and then I want you to come out, say your first name. Remember to say your first name, the state, city, state, or country you're calling in from, and then let her rip. Just let her rip. Let her rip. Now, here's the thing, okay? If you have a question about technology, I want to ask you, have you watched all of the videos, okay? Because out of respect for everyone's time, okay, we want to make sure that everyone gets a chance here this morning. And so if it's technology related, something about your computer, your links, we understand those issues are important to you, and we will get to those, and you can send in a support ticket. And most likely, if you watch every minute of every video, the answer to the question is there. It's there. Yesterday, I got a Skype from a woman who I don't know. She just wants to be my Skype friend. And it was funny because we were on the radio show yesterday, and we were on the radio show the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that. And we always talk about our schedule, the webinar schedule, the radio show schedule. And then we send out a swipe file. Yesterday, we sent out 2 emails throughout the course of the day yesterday saying, webinar tonight, and send this to your guests. And then I get this Skype message from someone who says, so, is there a webinar tonight? I'm like, I don't know. What rock have you been hiding under? So, are you really in traffic authority? Because I'm hoarse from telling everybody there's a webinar tonight. So my point is that, make sure that you've watched the videos, because in the videos are the answers to the questions that you most likely are carrying. And of course, Greg and Doug, they're unable to join us again today because they are traveling. So I'm here solo. So be nice to the Joe, and let's get to it, okay? We'll start out 5641. You've actually been here before me. You've been here for 47 minutes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Bert.
Good morning. Hi, Joe. I thought you said 5641, so that's why I said good morning, because I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to be taken off the queue because I wasn't listening, but I was listening.
I'm sorry if I said 5649. Bert, good morning.
Yes.
I recognize your voice, my friend. How are you today?
Thank you very much, Joe. That was a great review of what from pre-launch to where we're at now. Mm-hmm. You are just a master of words, Joe. So I'm sorry I didn't get on yesterday, but I was listening. Mm-hmm. Frank and Barry, and how about that Frank from beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina?
How about it? What an inspiration!
Incredible,
yeah.
Incredible. And Gilbert, oh my gosh! But I was thinking as I was listening to all the wonderful ninjas calling in, the level of the game on these morning calls, I've noticed the level of the conversation has been elevated. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you have noticed it yourself, Joe, because nothing gets past you. It's just an incredible community, and for the newbies, the new people, I'll tell you, you've got to get into the archives. Listen to as many of these calls as you can. Get caught up, because many of the questions that are being asked, you already have had or will have. So pay attention. This is a wonderful, wonderful community, lots of information. And, I don't know how many of the online veterans, if you've been online for more than a year or two, you will recognize this name, MLSP, My Lead System Pro. Our Traffic Academy is going to blow that up. Our Traffic Academy is just incredible. And we started putting in modules. The first was about email marketing from Darren, an expert in email marketing. And you let the cat out of the bag about the YouTube expert.
Boy, I might be in trouble for that one. I don't want to be in trouble for that one because that's a big announcement coming, and it's going to be great, Bert.
You know, the rest of us are going to line up to get spanked along with you. Well,
thank you.
God bless you, Joe. And for Carly Rose, we're giving you a hug and a kiss on the forehead.
Hey, Bert, thank you very much. I was missing you yesterday. It's good to hear from you today. And thank you for the kind words. You said I was a master of words. Last night after the webinar, I was like, whoa, man, I wish if I got paid by the word, I could retire because I say a lot of words, man. But thank you very much, Bert. I really appreciate your support, and the community does as well. Okay, we'll keep it moving. 5232, you're next up.
Good morning, Joe, and to all of our founders who are absent today, and to everyone on the call. This is Holly calling from Los Angeles. How are you?
I'm great, Holly. How are you today?
I am well, thank you. Happy Friday. I just wanted to say how excited I was because I've mentioned several times about this e-wallet, but oh my gosh, like I actually got an email from e-wallet support yesterday. And so hopefully I should be seeing the funds very soon. That's going to be very exciting. Like I'm just so elated right now. It's taken a while
amazing.
because I see each transaction is held for like 2 weeks, I guess, till it's processed or whatever. So that's amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you, Holly. And the way the system works is, and if you're brand new or maybe you're peering through the keyhole, as I like to say, just like, what's going on in there? I'm hearing about this radio show. So in case you're wondering, the way the pay works here is we get paid via e-wallet. And I went ahead and when I set up my e-wallet like 4 weeks ago, whenever it was, I said, yeah, I would like a debit card. Please send me a debit card because what e-wallet is, it's electronic, it's e-commerce, right? So you earn a commission, and let's say you earn the commission, you make the sale this week, there's a holding period, right? The holding period is there to make sure that everything is clean, there's no chargebacks, there's no issues, right? And so there's, you make the sale, then there's a holding period for a week, and then the subsequent Friday you get paid. So that process is in place only to make sure that everything is secure and everything is cool. But then once you get the roll going, if you're making sales every week, then every Friday you're getting paid. Every Friday you get paid like any place else in the world. It really is cool. And when that happens, I received my e-wallet debit card came in last week. It was very, very easy to set up. And then I remembered I told the story earlier in the week that I went to use my debit card last week, and it was like declined. And I was like, what? And then I realized that I have to actually put the money on the debit card. The money sits in your e-wallet. It's sitting there waiting for you, and then you tell e-wallet where you want the money to go. You want them to send you a check? Do you want a direct deposit into your checking or savings account? Do you want to get a debit card? And then you can just take out money at an ATM machine. You can spend it just like you have any other debit card. It is way, way cool and very, very efficient. And thank you, Holly. Congratulations. Yes, those e-wallet things.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that is really, really fun. That really is fun when the money shows up in your e-wallet. All right, let's keep it moving. 2147, you're next up.
Charlie Gibson from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Charlie, how are you today?
Okay, how's everybody?
We're doing great.
Okay, I purchased a gold traffic thing, and I went on the website and put in for my stuff to go through to manage traffic up to update order for traffic authority funnel, and I haven't received anything as of yet, and it's been at least going on 2 weeks. And every time I go in and I push update order, nothing happens. So
all right, Charlie. All right, just if you will be patient, okay? My technology support guy who we have with us on the radio show is currently in a quick meeting. He just sent me a note. So that I'm clear, Charlie, what is the username on your account?
CT Gibson.
CT Gibson, easy enough. And your problem is that you purchased a gold traffic thing, and then you're putting through Because I wrote it down. It's like, I think I know what you meant is you purchased a gold traffic package, and you're attempting to actually update the file so that you can begin sending the traffic, and you're having a problem. When you go to update file, it's kicking you out or it's not updating.
Yeah, it's not updating. It goes to manage traffic, and I pick the traffic authority funnel, and I put update order in it. It hasn't done anything in the last 2 weeks.
All right, Charlie. What I'm going to do is, all right, there's got to be some kind of a little thing that we can easily correct there for you. And so when our technology guy, when Carl gets online here, he just sent me a Skype and he said, Joe, I'm not here right now, but I'll be back. I'm in the queue. I'll be back. And when he gets back here, Charlie, I'm going to send this in to him and stick around, okay, because we'll try to get you an answer live on the radio today, all right?
Okay, I'm going to have to leave in about a half an hour if you don't have it by then.
All right. Well, I got your username, so I'll get that info. I'll fast track you into the support desk, okay? If you can't stick around.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Charlie from Philly. Go Eagles. Charlie from Philly checking in. We'll help you out there, Charlie. No problem. 2959. You're next up.
Yes. Carlos Rodriguez here from New York City.
Carlos, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. No, I just wanted to talk quickly about what Traffic Authority has done for me and everybody and everybody that's been invited here today. Like I said, Traffic Authority, man, it's awesome. From the transparency to the academy to the tools to the system to the leverage, everything that we need to start an online business is here. Plus the high quality traffic, it's amazing. It's really, really, really amazing. And yeah, I wanted to ask a question to the new people. How much money does it take to start up a brick and mortar, a McDonald's, a Subways? Hundreds of thousands, maybe even in the millions. And here, $144 a month, and half of it, and a percentage of it, it gets right back paid out to you. So just take a look at that when you want to come in here and invest in Traffic Authority. We have everything, and especially Joe and everybody, and Burke and all you guys. Thank you for always shouting out my daughter Carly Rose. I appreciate you guys. God bless. Take care. Just go out there and kick you know what. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Carlos. And right on. I love to Carly Rose, that little baby girl of yours. Wasn't feeling well earlier in the week. But send her a lot of love. Probably heals her up with all the people talking about her here. But you mentioned a couple things there about, the cost of a brick and mortar business. I used to have a friend of mine who owned a McDonald's in Appleton, Wisconsin or something. She owned a McDonald's, and I remember she telling me about what it really cost. It was like big money. By the end of the day, she had invested nearly 7 figures. They have to buy the land, or they lease the land from McDonald's. Actually, McDonald's is in the real estate business. If you really do the research, they're not in the business of selling hamburgers. They're really in the business of managing real estate, because you got the person who buys the McDonald's franchise, they got to get the real estate, they got to get the lease, they got to get all this stuff, and they got about $1 million in. And I remember this woman saying that all she did was get herself a job that was like 60 hours a week. She's got to be at the place because it's all teenage kids that's running it, right? She's got all these teenagers working there. They don't show up. They got sticky fingers with the cash register. She said it was just a nightmare. And it was like, before she actually broke even, she was taken out of there maybe $5,000 a month, for personal money. She didn't even break even for like years. It's amazing. And we talk about this all the time. What really are the solutions for people like ourselves, like you, Carlos, like Charlie, like Holly and Bert? What are the solutions out there for us, man? What could you really do to live that American dream? 138, 140 G's a year. What are you going to do? You can't. There's no wage that's going to pay you that. You either got to be in business, and if you're in a brick and mortar business, all you did was buy a job. It's got to be free enterprise. It's got to be something like this out there. This is such a unique and cool opportunity because we have an ability to connect with the whole world with our e-commerce and our solutions with our traffic. It really is cool. 1650, you're next up in the queue.
Good morning, Joe. Happy Friday to you. Barry in Tucson here.
Hey, Barry, I want to tell you, it is a happy Friday, and I'm looking forward to Friday. I'm going to have an early lunch. I've been going 16-hour days here. I woke up this morning going, man, It's Friday. I got a radio show this morning. I'm working on the next webinar, by the way, for you guys who were on the webinar last night. Come to next week's webinar. You're going to see some really cool stuff. You're going to see some video and some graphics and animation on the comp plan. So, yeah, happy Friday to you, Barry. I'm looking forward to some time off this weekend. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, I'm just chiming in here to close out another week, and I tell you what, Bert took one of my words I was planning on telling you, master, but it just shows great minds think alike. Huh. You truly, brother, right on. You go and you enjoy your lunch today. You enjoy yourself. You over-deserve it. I mean, you are a true master at your craft, and we'd be lost without you, buddy. And I got to tell you this real quick. You made me laugh when you were telling me your phone book story. Because we all remember the jerk, right?
Right.
Steve Martin.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
God, brother, you popped that visual came in my mind when he's at the gas station working, and the phone delivery truck came up, and he's the new phone book's here. The new phone book's here. I thought of you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but anyway, I love you, buddy, and you are truly a main part of this machine. And have a great weekend.
Thank you, Barry. And you're a main part of the machine as well, right? All I am is a sounding board for people. Thank you very much, though. I accept your compliment, and I'm honored to be here to serve. It's a blast. I have more fun than anybody here every single day, I think. 111, you're next up in the queue. All aces. Is this you, Frank?
Yeah, this is me, Frank, from Soggy, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, Soggy. That's right. I forgot that there was hurricanes coming your way or something, right, this weekend.
Oh yeah, it's been a very, very soggy weekend, but we lived through it, so it's all right. Everything's good. Everything's good. So I was on the webinar last night, and I just want to say that was a great webinar. Thank you. And I want to also tell you that what I did right up until the webinar was I was inviting people, one right after another. Any email I could find, I was sending out invitations right up to the webinar itself. When I woke up this morning, what do you think I've been doing?
Following up.
Copy, paste, send. Wow, what an easy program. What an easy thing to do.
Isn't it amazing? It is amazing that it is that easy. You just follow up and give it some time. Like just now, I'm looking in my Skype. Forgive me, because I saw this thing. I saw the text. Somebody just said, "Hey, I just got 5 pass-ups from 2 people each. Yay, yay!" Amazing what happens when you start getting a little bit of depth in your organization. Frank, keep up the good work, okay? Keep it up. And are you able to get outside with this rain?
Oh yeah, it's not that bad. I can get outside, but I didn't get out this morning. Unfortunately, I was really depressed because I didn't do my exercise this morning. I didn't shout out my 11th day, so I'll have to do it tomorrow.
Absolutely. And, I was talking to Greg yesterday. He's traveling. He's got stuff going on behind the scenes, and I told him that you were shouting out to him, and I said that Frank wants to know can I catch up if I go twice a day? Is that possible? He's laughing. So, for real, Frank. So thank you very much. Thanks for coming out here.
Hey, if you can have one of your tech guys give me a call, I do have a little issue that I'd love to talk to somebody about. So I know Greg's been real busy, but if you've got anybody else, I'm sure it's just a little tweak.
All right. Well, they'll know where to find you because I'm looking at all ones on your cell phone on your phone number here on the.
Well, it's Frank Aleo 1, FrankAleo 1.
Thank you very much, Frank Aleo 1. And you are number 1 calling in on Skype. You're the guy now. I know that. Well, there's a couple others who call in on Skype, but you're number 1 in my heart, Frank.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. God bless.
Yeah, have a good weekend. Stay dry down there in the hurricane zone. 0618, you are next up.
Hi, Joe. Hi, everybody. This is Gilbert James here in New York City. Good morning. Good morning to you all.
Morning. How's it going?
I want to just say I really appreciate the warm comment that Bert gave earlier, and I like what Carlos was saying. This is a fantastic program, and I really, really believe what Bert said about MLSP, that Traffic Authority will crush the whole illusion about MLSP and really go way beyond what it has ever done on the internet. I mean, Traffic Authority is the power. Wow, yeah, this is what's happening in the world today on the internet. And I just want to thank you too, Joe. I mean, you've been an inspiration to my life. And one of the beautiful things about Traffic Authority, you not only make money, but you also grow as a person, as an individual, as a person who can connect with other people, as a person who respects other people. So that's one of the beautiful things. We really are on a pathway to success with Traffic Authority. Mm-hmm. I know I had also a couple of issues with a couple of pages I had on my back office, and I contacted them, and one day it was completely, really done over, brand new, got an email from support saying, hey, we took care of your business. Hey, that's the kind of support everybody's looking for and everybody deserves. I got my refund when I was overbilled, when I had double billing. So Traffic Authority is not an air opportunity. Traffic Authority is not a lottery ticket or another shiny object. It's a real newness of life for the millions of people online who are trying to make it. And, hey, it's for the tribes people who are involved, it's a real opportunity that's going to take us where we've never been before. So thank you so much, Joe and the team, and let's keep on rocking.
Gilbert James, thank you very much for calling in this morning. Appreciate you. I really do. And you are a powerful speaker. You know, the reason that Bert is naming you by name is because your voice is being heard, because you are so committed. You're forceful. I love listening to you. And you know, one of the things, this is, and it's true. It is true, Gilbert. This is this is no BS, dude. This is real, okay? And the other thing that you're getting, I sense that you truly understand, is that success is really an inside job. It's what you think about. It's, you know, what's going on inside of your noodle. What is your self-talk? What is your self-commitment? How far are you willing to go out of your comfort zone? It all happens inside your noodle. Success is inside job, and that's why we put such an emphasis on the personal development, the self-analysis, holding ourselves accountable. That's where the real money is, and when you can get real with yourself, you're guaranteed success no matter what you do. You know, you might be a barber or a plumber or a hairdresser, or you might be a massage therapist or a ninja, but your success will be determined by that internal dialogue. And that's why we put such a premium on these conversations, Gilbert, and you get it. Thank you very much, man.
You're welcome, Joe.
There he is, Gilbert, checking in from NYC. The Big Apple, man. 8696, good morning. You're next up. 8696.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
We're having a blast. How are you doing?
Give me 1 second. I'm in the library. I got you. 1 second. Sorry.
I love this. This
I disrespect them. They're so nice.
No, there's a TV commercial right now on TV where there's.
Right.
What's your name?
My name is Kenneth Dawkins.
Kenneth, how are you?
How's everybody doing today?
Hey,
I'm doing great.
My condolences on the Steelers last night, man. That was
heartbreaking. You know, Vic got out there. He got a chance to get some stuff going. So, I'm an optimist.
So what are you doing in the library? What are you doing in the library?
Oh, my laptop wasn't working, so I put it in my schedule to be here after I do all the stuff that I got to do in the morning, because I got to make the show. You know what I'm saying? I got to be on the call. I was trying to streamline all my emails. You know what I mean? Because they sent me a package so I can send out for today's show, and then I had signed up for the Easy Money system, so I had to send out links for that. So I've just been rolling. I was just been waiting for this to start, so I can get up with my progress, so I can tell y'all what's going on with me, So I'm doing great. I loved the show last night.
Was it good?
And everybody have a great day.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, checking in from Pittsburgh. My condolences on the Steelers, like I said, but Kenneth, I salute your dedication, man. I salute you that you're going to the library to use the computer so you can keep your email moving and keep your updates moving and your swipe files going. You, my friend, are a success story for real. Thank you very much, Kenneth, in Pittsburgh. 9190, you're next up.
Hello. Hey, what number?
Hello?
Was that me?
Yeah, that's you. Who is this?
This is Earl from Troy, Montana, the Mountain Man. It's a pleasure to be here, guys.
Good morning,
Friday, We got to show some clues left behind from success on Friday. So that's what I got for us here. You know, what we have here with Traffic Authority, I call it a miracle for a business. It allows you to grow. And if you're not willing to grow, there's two things that's going to happen. You're going to endure roadblocks as an entrepreneur. I mentioned an analogy the other day of fallen trees in a road in a mountain. And there's just no way to get through business without running into those roadblocks. They're called stepping stones and growing pains. One of them, a roadblock is going to show you what you need to improve on so you can serve your people better, or it's going to turn a person into a crybaby that quits. And that's the bottom line of what success is proven. So what's Traffic Authority bring to the table? Well, it brings the ultimate solution. Most home businesses out there, they do the sink or swim psychology. Hey, if you don't get it, if the stuff don't work and you're going to cry about it, quit. We don't care. But you don't see that at Traffic Authority. You see a group of professionals willing to work with you. So let's look at success, because it always leaves clues. When I came home from the Army in 1994, I didn't want to survive on $4.25 an hour. I knew how to be a cook, but I found that if I worked 80 hours a week, I still didn't have enough money to pay the bills and support my baby boy. So I got into entrepreneurship, and I learned something called Work Habits Daily to Profits. And I watched the best of the best work before me, so I copied what they did. And I knew that if I wanted to make more than $5,000 a month as an entrepreneur, I needed to expose my business at least 50. I need to make 1,500 contacts in one work quarter, and that's contacts, not leads. Out of that 1,500 contacts, I needed to fail 1,025 times completely, not make nothing happen but myself look like an idiot. And then 375 times in one work quarter, I actually did what they call show the plan. And what happened was over $5,000 a month was made as a rookie, as an entrepreneur, because I understood the work habits. Now, that's the old school work habits that still work today like a clock. What Traffic Authority does with just the bronze pack, think about what I'm saying here. Just the bronze pack is 440 clicks to your website. Now, it's going to take 7 to 14 to possibly 30 days for that traffic to run its course properly. But once it does, you've got a funnel that was made by the experts that's produced residual income for you, and now you own a name list. Now you can share out with whatever affiliate offers or network marketing offers you want. But the bottom line is Traffic Authority gives you a way to shorten that 90-day curve down to 30 days. And has it already been done in Traffic Authority? Well, my sponsor, Vincent Ortega Jr., he pegged out, $180,000 in the last 7 weeks. Look at Ree Sutton. Here she is, never been on the internet before, never had a home business before, 65 years young. She could be scared. What if I lost my Social Security check? I can't make more than $1,000. I couldn't do that home business. But what did she do? She dove in with both feet. She turned into a person that wanted to learn as she went. She didn't turn into a crybaby quitter because we got the perfect system. And she earned over $6,000 in 6 weeks. Look at Carlos coming in from New York. Hello, Carly Rose. We love you, honey. There's a guy decides he's going to put his all, break his comfort zone. Look at Kara coming in out of Texas. Folks, you won't find a better opportunity than Traffic Authority. What website doesn't need traffic? You got the ability to shorten the workload to success by embracing technology and plugging into it. Is it fun? Of course it is, but there's going to be roadblocks. Look at myself. I'm farting around and fumbling with Skype for 3 days, and I can't even log into it. But I'm going to get it figured out sooner or later. I don't let that stuff stop me. Instead, I follow our daily marching orders. Now, find a company that gives you daily marching orders. You won't find that. We have that at Traffic Authority. Joe, that webinar was the bomb last night, and I just appreciate all of you guys so much. Let's just look at this weekend as the beginning of history in the making, because that Traffic Academy is the best education you could ever get if you want to learn how to really work with people on a daily basis. Thank you for having me here.
All I can say to you is wow. Thank you very much, man. You are a powerful, passionate speaker. You get it. You understand. You take personal responsibility, and it is a treat to have the Mountain Man out here as often as you get out here, Earl. Thank you very much. 1393, you're next up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Calvin again from Brooklyn.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I got a situation where I pay my $47, but I changed the credit card that I didn't. Not that I changed it, I lost the credit card that I didn't pay, but paid for it. So I placed a new card in the system there. I send them an email. I send an email. Oh, sorry.
Who did you send the email to? I want to get right to the bottom of this.
On the back office where they say we're paid. I send an email and I give the credit card, the new card, last 4 numbers that they should take out the $47 from, because the money shouldn't pay in the 30th.
Okay, I'm seeing what I can do for you right now. I'm not exactly sure. What I need from you. Let me see what I need from you here. Guys typing right now. I'm not really understanding. All right, what is your issue is that you have a new credit card on file.
Yeah.
Okay, and is it not being recognized or what?
Yeah, they take out the $47. It is not taken out as yet. That money shouldn't have paid since on the 30th.
Okay, but so it's not being charged. I'm not sure. What is your username? Could you tell me slowly?
CFD12.
CFD12. C as in Charlie, F as in Frank, D as in David.
Yeah.
Okay. I have somebody looking into it right now, okay? Stand by. If I can get you an answer, I'll get you an answer before the end of our radio show, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. I got, Carl's right now on it, and we're researching that for you. 6166. Good morning. You're next up.
That's actually me, Joe.
It is. And who are you?
Yeah. This is Carl.
Hey, Carl. How are you, man?
In Tallahassee.
There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
You mentioned my name 3 times, and there I am.
Yeah, see that? It's like Shazam. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carl. If you remember, we featured Carl a couple days ago on the radio show. Carl is the guy. He's in the queue right now. This is like our overflow hotline. This is Carl, you're the official ninja, real time, let's fix some stuff guy, right? Because people are calling in and they're got questions, and there you are. How's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. We do have an announcement. Give me 1 second here, because I might have an answer for your other gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The one definite thing that I wanted to go over with all the listeners today, we've been talking about this upgrade coming, and
yes.
I have the you're going to hear it here first. It's finally been scheduled, and so we'll be replacing, upgrading a bunch of servers and moving to bigger and bigger equipment so we can handle the amazing growth that's going on at Traffic Authority right now. That move is going to take place on next Wednesday, October 6th. We're going to start at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, and should be done by 6 a.m. Eastern Time.
Excellent. And what we'll do is we'll put this into our daily email, so people we'll give them a couple days notice so they don't freak out, and we'll also post it on Facebook. And look, here's one of the benefits, my fellow ninjas. Carl is here, our personal ninja rep, we're the first ones to get this. This is what I call inside dope, man. Carl, thank you very much. How's it going down there in Tally?
Not too bad, not too bad at all. Like I said, we're doing a lot of testing to make sure this move goes very smoothly. Mm-hmm. And by the way, for Calvin, the gentleman that just CFD12,
mm-hmm.
We actually have 3 credit cards on file for him. Looks
mm-hmm.
like 2 of them have the same last number. If you will have him, I guess he can email me, would probably be the easiest, with which card that he wants to be using, and just send me the last 4 digits of the card. And he can email me at, I'm going to make this as easy as your email address is, Joe. You can email me at Carl, C-A-R-L, at trafficauthority.net.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
Carl, I'm hoping, I'm trusting that your email is not going to be overflowing right now like Christmas cards on Christmas week, right? Just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
I will pre-apologize to anyone who does. I do tend to stay rather busy, but I do try and take care of everything that we hear about, obviously, as we do every morning on this show.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man,
But,
listen, on behalf of everyone here, I know that because I'm out here, people are always like, "Oh, thank you, Joe," but I want to thank you, Carl, because I know what it's like. I do. I've never been a coder, but I've been involved in companies and launches and maintenance and stuff, and the pressure that is on you really is extraordinary to maintain equilibrium, to maintain servers, to maintain communications. It is a big job, dude, and I thank you so much for all that you're doing on behalf of all of our ninjas here. You're amazing, and the rest of the team as well, right? You guys rock, man.
Well, you are quite welcome, and I will take that thank you on behalf of the team, because obviously I'm just one person in a very big group. But we are all here, and I think we all have the same attitude that we're here to help, and we're here to help people build their businesses, and because frankly, at the end of the day, what's good for you is good for us. So it's one great big team, or tribe, as we like to call it, and we're all working together to make everyone better.
And Carl, thank you for that. And one of the things I just want to quickly comment on is like deals, quote unquote. Deals come, deals go. Okay, there's a flavor of the month. Okay, there's always some kind of a deal, and they come, especially in the internet age. And what we're doing here, and this is from your perspective. This is being built for a long haul, right? When you're talking about server upgrades and hardware, and you're talking about all the things that are important on your end of the spectrum here, this really is, as we say, this is a community, a company that is being built from the ground up. Infrastructure to be here for a long time and to serve hundreds of thousands of people around the world. Does that make sense to
Absolutely.
you? Are you getting that?
No, that's absolutely where we are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
We want. We're not doing this as something to do right now. We're doing this as this is it. This is the thing that I'm going to be doing till I retire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
Probably beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Because I certainly don't want to be one of your folks sitting and welcoming you to Walmart.
Me either, man. Well, listen, I'll let you get back to work. Thank you very much. Appreciate all that you do, and I look forward to hearing you again. I know that whenever people have, I know, ladies and gentlemen, Carl is usually listening. He takes some time every single day, pretty much if he can. He's listening, and when you guys are asking questions, I'm on Skype. Carl is like, hey, get that guy's username. Hey, let me fix that. Let me see if I can do that. So, Carl, thank you very much, dude. You're awesome.
My pleasure, absolutely. And don't forget, everyone, Wednesday, October 6th, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is our scheduled downtime for upgrades. So we tried to make it as it's real hard to be in the middle of the night everywhere in the world because obviously it's not. So, but that seems to be our lowest usage time, and I apologize to our European folks because that's hitting like the middle of the day for them, but we're going to do this as quickly as we can. We schedule extra time, so it may actually come up before that, but I'd rather tell you 3 to 6 and be done at 5 or 4 than tell you 3 to 6 and not be done till 9. So that's where we're at on that.
It's called under promise and over deliver.
Absolutely.
Carl, thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All righty, Joe. Bye.
Later. 5649. You are next up in the queue. There's Carl checking in from the home office in Tallahassee, man. Awesome. 5649, you're next up.
Wow, that was awesome, Carl. I just wanted to say again, sorry for taking up another queue time.
That's okay,
I just wanted to put, thank you. I just wanted to put this out there on behalf of the TA family on and off the call. When you know that you know that you know, a smile wells up from deep within our hearts and physically shows itself on our faces. Have a great weekend, Traffic Authority Ninjas, Traffic Authority family. When you know that you know that you know. God bless you.
Yes.
Joe.
Thank you very much. And to you, Bert. God bless you as well. Thank you very much, Bert, checking in twice today. 8699, you're next up. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hey, sorry, Jimbo here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, Jimbo. What are you doing there, man? It sounds like you're working in the kitchen. What's happening there, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm on a quick break here outside. Just wanted to check on the whole stats in the back office, if that's okay. I noticed on one page it says it's not yet updated, but on the other page I can see some of my commissions. So is it okay to reference the other page that shows the commissions?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's honestly, there's a commission page, there's a leads page, there's a downline page, and then there's the dashboard page, right? The dashboard and the stats, those are pretty big projects, okay? There's so much data that's being sorted. There's so much that goes into that, and we want it to be absolutely as correct as that's possible, so that's a big project. There are guys working on that, and it will be coming to life, right? And I don't want to go on the record and say, noon tomorrow or 1 o'clock on Monday, but everybody in that team, in that sector of the universe, of the traffic authority universe, is aware of that piece being important and critical, and so that is being done, Jimbo. It's being built. Promise you, it's going to be coming sooner than you think. The stats that you see, the commissions, the downline, the tracking, that stuff is all there. That stuff is relevant. If you have a problem or an issue with anything there, this is the place where you can get your question answered. But yeah, good to go, Jimbo. The stuff that you see there is true and valid, and the rest of that information, the rest of those dashboard features, which is really, really cool, that's going to come to life one morning. You're going to go there and you're going to go, wowza! Your eyeballs are going to be like, whoa, man, is that cool?
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jimbo. Thank you very much. Jimbo sounds like he's working like on a ship or something. 7918, come on out here. Good morning.
Yes, hello, Joe.
Hello.
Patrick from Tennessee.
Patrick in Tennessee, how are you?
Great, man. A question you may not be able to answer, but on the Google Hangout, on the replays, is there a way of fast forwarding as we're listening? Sometimes we're short for time.
I don't know if there is fast forward feature. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find out, because that's a great question, and if I were you, I would want to fast forward through most of my stuff as well because I'm so long-winded. So what I'm going to do, Patrick, is get an answer to that, and I'll post that into the Facebook page about whether or not you can fast forward, or if any of the ninjas know, is it possible to fast forward when you're looking at a replay of a Google Hangout? I don't know the answer to the question, but I will get the answer to the question, and I will get it to you. How's that, Patrick?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe.
You're very, very welcome. Patrick checking in from Tennessee. Let's keep it moving here. 2959, you're next up.
Yeah, this is Carlos Rodriguez again from New York City.
Hey, Carlos.
I just wanted, sorry about taking up some more time also.
No problem.
I know there's probably hundreds of people in the queue. Maybe if Carl is available, or maybe I could hit somebody up. I'm still not seeing one of my team members' diamond package in my commissions or in my organization, and also two pre-launch members that are active in the pre-launch or was active in the pre-launch. I'm not seeing that in my official back office. And
right, well, listen,
my username.
I've got Carl. Carl, if you're there, Carl, you there? Maybe Carl's on speaker right now. All right, Carlos, give me your username, and I'll get that over to Carl.
Oh, you're gonna love my username. It's Freedom31.
Freedom, I do love that. You're correct. I am gonna love it, and you are correct. Freedom31. You have a diamond missing, and you have a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have two young ladies that were active in the pre-launch that was never brought over to my official back office, and they are active. I know for a fact they are active. It's just not showing up there, and I should be becoming a 3-star soon if that is integrated. All
right, cool. Here's what I'm going to recommend that you do. I'm going to recommend that you put exactly the name of the diamond person and the names of these individuals who were with you in pre-launch and suddenly they're no longer in your group. If you could commit those names to an email and send it directly to Carl. Just a moment ago, he said my email address is carl@trafficauthority.net, and that'll get right on Carl's desk, kind of like bypassing the general support desk. And for those of you, I don't want anybody listening. Everybody, put your fingers in your ears right now. But this is kind of like
I do apologize. I do apologize.
No problem.
I have sent several. I have talked to Greg, and I have talked to Doug and all of them. But I do apologize. All right.
No problem, man. Send it into Carl. He's the ninja. He's our guy. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, Carlos. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Hey, and how about this, Carlos? You have the last word. Hey, everybody, listen. our radio show for Friday is drawing to a close. And so is our week, Monday through Friday. We're just about done here. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Visionary Founders Hour with Greg, Doug, and their invited guests. I'll be there. Invite you to come back. In the meantime, make it a great weekend. It has been an amazing week, in my opinion. Really blown away by the level of stuff that's taking place, the upgrades, the money that's being made, the webinars, Traffic Academy, everybody showing up here every single morning supporting each other. It is amazing, man. And that's an overused word, amazing. But supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, is that the word we should use, talking about what a killer week it's been here in our community at Traffic Authority? Listen, I want to thank you guys for all of your kindness and all of your support. As I say, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up, and I come here every single morning to learn from you guys about what's real and what's possible, and it is amazing. I am blessed. I am honored. I'm humbled, and that's the truth. See you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, keep your nose into Facebook, okay? Because a lot more stuff is coming. We'll be keeping you updated on the page. If you don't know where that is, you can find it at ez.com TAFB group. ez.com /TAFB group. And radioleverage.com is the radio home. Make sure you go check us out there. Listen to all the archives. Want to thank everybody again. Patrick, Jimbo, Bert, calling in twice. Carlos, Carl. We can go on and on. Earl, the Mountain Man. What an orator. Barry, Holly, all you guys. See you guys on the radio show tomorrow at 1, and we'll be back at Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Till then, everybody.